So, I just want to start this off one way. I have
Boston.
officially given up on the 22-23 Boston Celtics season. I don't want to go on for this for too long because it's been in my mind for the past week now. Jimmy Butler is hurting me mentally and pretty much ruining my life. So I just want to talk about why I hate my life for a little bit and the Boston Celtics.
The Boston baked buttholes.
So I'm going to go through my quick points, get my rant out, and we're done. So Joe Mazzulla, overmatched coach, getting absolutely spine fucked by Eric Spoelstra in every facet of the game. Dude was cool at first with his, I'm not going to take a timeout because I'm going to let my team solve these runs because they're men. We're just getting fucking shit on. There's no way of stopping the run.
Yeah.
He sucks. Udoka had to just absolutely plug the VP's wife. And
Did they just extend Missoula?
yeah, they gave that man a contract extension November. They were like, dude, you're 20-4, send it.
Like they gave him the extension, like your team wasn't always already really good. And
yeah,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure I could coach that team to 30 wins. Probably not.
Yeah.
Depends who they're playing. But anyway,
maybe more.
Missoula, poop. Jason Tatum, the man who just had the best Game 7 in NBA history, playoff history. Well, the Game 7's only in the playoffs.
The
is shitting a brick.
Season.
Shitting a brick. Him and Tatum, or him and Brown have been not good. JB's been much worse. He's got shooting 10% from three, 30% from the field. Terrible, getting outplayed by fucking Caleb Martin. Ugh. Jason Tatum, though, is that guy who's supposed to step up when everyone else, when everything's going wrong. Everyone's shitting on Grant Williams for poking the bear with Jimmy Butler, but I saw some Celtics writer did a headline. It was Grant Williams poked the bear. So what? Celtics need to be the bear because Jimmy Butler's incredible and what he's doing in the playoffs are insane. But on paper, dude, that the Celtics are
way better,
much better. And and I understand anything can happen in the playoffs, but this is they're playing much worse than they did in the finals against the Warriors last year. Yeah. It's bad.
I don't want to bring up LeBron too much because we'll talk about him in a minute. But this is how you see the great players like LeBron, the Kobe's, the Jordan, the Spurs, the Nuggets. That's why they were so good, and people take that for granted. It's dude, it's fucking hard to get there.
Yeah.
And Jason Tatum's a top 5 player in the league, and people are comparing him. When people are this team should go to the finals now, like Giannis and everything. If they don't make it there, they compare him to the all-time greats, and you shouldn't do that until these guys are all-time greats because they made it look easy, like LeBron getting there 10 times.
Yeah.
Shit's hard. It's crazy.
It's absolutely insane year in and year out. Even how the playoffs worked out this year, I almost thought we were going to have a little bit of an easier path to the finals, and look what's happened. We're getting absolutely rolled in this conference finals. So it's just... It really is. Anything can happen. Shout out Jokic. Jokic is definitely making that tier. No, I am by far the best player in the NBA right now.
Dude, he's just insane because he just doesn't get rattled. I mean, he bitches about calls a lot, but all players do now. He just gets to his spot effortlessly, and he's so big, and he just makes the right play every time.
And he shoots his releases this. Dude, it's crazy. It's you can't touch it. He's an incredible player. So shout out the Nuggets. I thought for a little bit we were going to get Celtics Lakers. I thought the NBA script writers had something nice brewing for us. This is not nice. I hate
Lakers. The good thing about the Lakers got swept, but it was 4 competitive games.
Dude, you could they were up in a couple of the games, and games 1 and 2 for the Celtics were kind of competitive until they just stop playing in the third quarter. You can see that they've just quit.
Yeah, dude. It's
and
I hear that it's I don't know if it's excuses and shit now, but they're talking about Udoka getting hired for the Rockets, that ruffled some feathers and shit, and there's reasons that the Celtics are feeling, and they're not feeling Mazzulla anymore and shit like that, but I think that it's a big mind game when you play the Heat because they want you to feel like almost intimidated. Like we have to match their level of intensity instead of saying we're gonna play our brand of basketball that we're better at and just beat you.
Yeah.
You know, they're trying to get chippy. Like, did you see? I don't think you've got to Marcus Smart yet, but how he said something to Jimmy Butler like, "Why
Yeah.
are you talking the whole game? We beat you last
We
year. We're
beat you
good." And
last
it's
year.
like last year.
That's like something you say on the playground to some kid in like 6th grade. Like, dude, I
Yeah.
beat you in the last game of knockout, dude. You're not shit.
This one doesn't even matter because I beat you last year. This doesn't bother me.
And if you're just gonna get onto this topic of Marcus Smart, there's been like I'm pretty sure like 2 of the 3 games this series so far have our offense has started out with like 2 Marcus Smart threes, or we get into the 4th quarter where we're like down 2 and it just ends up in his hands and he's the one taking the shots, and he is not that guy. I am ready if we get swept here, which I'm gonna. The game starts in pretty soon, but I'm not watching, by the way.
Yeah.
Hunter Perkins is not watching, so the Celtics are going to be pretty upset at me. But what I was going to say is I'm ready to blow up the Brown Tatum combo.
Dude, I've been seeing a lot of people, or actually not a lot of people. I saw a trade. I think Colin Cowherd said it was Brown to the Warriors, and you guys would get like Jordan Poole
I forgot
and
about that
Andrew
one.
Wiggins. I mean, Andrew Wiggins is a lesser Jaylen Brown, but then you get Jordan Poole as another.
I want Dame.
Player. Oh, dude, everybody wants Dame.
Dude, he's 32, so he's kind of aging a bit, but he would be that killer to teach Tatum to actually be a dog.
Oh yeah, he's still got 4 or 5. Especially really with his game, the
and he's
shooting.
A killer.
Yeah,
he's won 2. He has 2 series winning shots. Dude, literally, like buzzer beating series winner.
His range, he looks. Him and Steph just like effortless shoot. Like if Steph wasn't alive, Dame would probably be like the best shooter of all time.
Yeah, literally.
And then nobody really even talks about him.
Yeah,
mostly because he can't make the fucking playoffs.
Yeah. So if it's gonna be like that, I want Dame Dola. But fuck the Celtics. They're gonna lose tonight. I already know it.
Yeah. If they win another game, it could send you off into the off season if they win a game or two, like with like a better headspace. But also it's like, well, do you want to be 3-2 and then just lose game 6 and have your hopes ripped out? Because you're going to watch game 5
the
and 6
last thing I need
tonight.
to do is get my hopes up.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
Just die.
Because I was honestly thinking, I was like, shit, LeBron had a 30-point half.
I saw that. He was going off.
He obviously ran out of steam. He's 20. Yeah. He's got a broken foot. I can't believe he even like played in the playoffs.
Insane.
He's nuts. If you want to talk about it now, we can just skip
right
down
to
LeBron.
Go right to LeBron.
I think he mentioned something about he's got a lot to think about, almost like hinting at potential retirement. Now, I'm thinking LeBron has been in the limelight since he was 15 years old, and that's 25 years of his life. You would have to be conditioned, whether you say it or not, to want the attention, right?
Yeah.
Like, instead of being like, oh, we just got swept, because again, LeBron's being compared only against him and like Jordan, the shit that he does. Like he's doing stuff that nobody's ever seen in year 17, 18, and 19. And people are still like, oh, they're acting like this is year 10 LeBron,
Yeah.
And so it's like a weird thing. But I feel like maybe him saying that, and he's trying to get people to talk about him maybe retiring instead of getting swept, which it's, getting swept happens. This is only like the 3rd time he's ever gotten swept. But is it for attention, or is he really considering it?
Yeah. No, I agree. And I saw one quote that came out, stuck out to me today. He was like, because they were like, don't you want to play with your kid? And he's like, that's always been my aspiration, not his. Mm-hmm. And I almost wonder if like, dude, that's almost tough for Bronny, where like a team might overdraft you just so they can also sign your dad. Like that's not maybe a look he doesn't want. And I feel like Bronny's like got that kind of the right attitude. Mm-hmm. One thing I've heard is I feel like his younger son Bryce has the skill, has the talent, but Bronny's got like the mindset and the attitude.
Yeah.
And he's good, dude. Like he plays, he's athletic. He shoots real well. Mm-hmm. But he already has a big expectation to live up to. The last thing he needs is to be put onto a team and then given higher expectations because he's playing with his dad.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of odd to me, because I never know how to take these like way too early mock drafts, because they had him going like 25th like months back. And then as he's gotten better, through like high school playoffs and shit, and he actually committed to USC, they had him going top 10, and it's like there's no way you can't be factoring in that you'll get a year 22 LeBron playing with him, because a year 22 LeBron is going to give you 15, 7 and 7 still, and that's just insane for, think about Vince Carter. I think he was in year 22 and he was like, he had averaged like 8.8 points a game. Like,
he just
not even
done.
a point. Yeah. And so that shit's just insane. But, I also was thinking, what if, because he's never really had nagging injuries like this, what if he did just say fuck it and pulled a Jordan and retired for a year, and then came back, and then came back
but
fully
the only
refreshed?
thing, if he retires and comes back, he would have to play for the Lakers, right?
Yeah, because he signed that
contract.
2-year contract, including this year and the following year. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe the Lakers fuck around and. But also that means Bryce has to be good enough, or Bronny has to be good enough to only be in college for 1 year.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It seems like he's a really good player, but I feel like nowadays I watch a new hoop mixtape of some person I've never heard of, and he looks like the next best basketball player I've ever seen.
Dude,
Speaking of, I did not put this on here. I need to talk about Maine basketball for like 1 minute.
Okay.
Have you heard of Cooper Flagg?
No.
Look him up right now, and I'll just start talking. So he's 16 years old. He's like 6'7", already broad shoulder. He grew up in Maine, and he just transferred to Montverde the past couple years. Oh yeah, and he is a baller, dude. He scored like 52 points on like 16 of 18 shooting in the EYBL. He just played against Bryce James, and Bryce James's team is like stacked, and Cooper Flagg's almost beat them, and it's like just him. Kid's like absolutely incredible. Like I said, he's 16. He's number 2 in the ESPN class of 2025 right now. Just behind Carlos Boozer's son, one of his sons.
Yeah, I've heard that Boozer's got that number 1. And there's another former NBA player, I can't remember who it is. He's got twins. It might actually be Boozer, but I don't remember. He's got twins, and one's ranked really high and one is like in the top 25 still.
Yeah, that's got to be Carlos Boozer, because his sons are 1 in like 17 or something.
Oh, okay, yeah. Which is freaking insane. But dude, I feel like what modern day social media and just the culture in general has done for the NBA and white people is like what Tiger Woods did for golf and every other race other than white people. Like, I feel like there's a lot more, not that they always make it to the NBA, but there's just a lot more probably competitive kids, that white kids that want to play basketball too, like this Cooper Flagg, because before then they were all like JJ Redick. It was just like, we're like shooters.
Yeah, exactly. Shooters. That's why it's fun watching this kid. This kid's snatching balls out of the air, blocking. He's cramming on everyone. He's got handles. He can shoot. This kid, he plays like not even, I don't even know, because it's not even, I don't know. The kid's gonna be a problem. Just wait for it. Cooper Flagg, Maine basketball. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna forget the name, but I'm gonna remember it when
you're gonna remember it next time in a couple of years
when it comes up. I just don't pay attention to. Honestly, I don't pay attention to anything anymore.
Yeah, because you have a kid, dude.
Yeah,
there's nothing for you to do.
All I do is walk around. She's so fun now that all I do is walk around the house and make noise, and she's like, it's great. Like, she thinks I'm the funniest person alive.
Yeah, happy first belated to her too.
Yeah, dude, she's a whole ass 1-year-old, and which is terrifying because it like your days go slow because you're absolutely busy as shit, and then all of a sudden a year goes by and you're like,
yeah, it's crazy.
Shit. Yeah, it's insane, but it's fun and it's crazy. I would just want to say quickly, hopping over to something different, is I've been on Facebook a little bit more just because of pictures of being posted of my daughter. I don't there's just a lot of creepy people out there, and on my Facebook I don't post anything because I thought it was awesome back in like 2010 when I had my first, got Facebook for the first time. I added every single person. I had like 3,000 friends, and I've
Oh
been going
yeah,
through and like deleting people now. And I'm like, I don't want to post pictures on my own shit of people that I don't know. I still have like 1,000 people I need to get rid of.
yeah.
And so being on there more because pictures, I've seen people post, and it's insane that people post on there and they'll post like paragraphs and they talk like you and I would have a conversation like with like one of your best friends. Like I'm gonna say
It's
something
crazy.
that nobody should know other than maybe a couple people in my circle, but I'm gonna put it out there for the world. Or I'm just gonna go get a fucking Diet Coke at the store and I'm gonna let everybody know about it.
Dude, I have like kids from my high school putting like reposting like a meme, and then their next thing is like just lost my kid, like up for custody, like going
Yeah,
through it. And then
yeah.
I
People,
watched I love Facebook fights too. And not just
mhm.
like the old ones. It's like now adults still just like arguing about shit on Facebook. And I'm not even talking like arguable topics like politics and shit like that.
Mhm.
People are just to argue about the stupidest shit now because they have nothing else to do.
And I wonder if that's just going to be more of our generation thing because that's what it was. We were figuring out what social media was when we were in like middle school and high school, and it was on Twitter. We're just having conversations back and forth that you should be texting and stuff. But then I feel like most people grew up and grow out of that, right? They're like, it's okay to post. Like I think people repost and they say shit all the time, but when you're just saying I've had just about up to here. I'm done.
Yeah.
You're just like, you're definitely just fishing for people you need attention, and it's kind of crazy, but I feel like that is kind of what our generation did. And some people didn't grow out of that. So I wonder what the people that are like in high
Yeah.
school and middle school now, if they're just going to grow up and think that's so crazy and weird.
I love the subtweeting on Facebook because on Twitter, you do a tweet and it takes a lot to have to actually want to reply to a tweet, and then you're not going to
Hmm.
really see the string. Facebook, it's just comments. So someone will
Yeah.
say something just out there, and then you just see all these comments just piling up, and you just
Dude.
grab a thing of popcorn and go see who's the fucking weirdest
Yeah, dude.
person in your friend circle.
Facebook's fucking intense. And
Absolutely intense.
honestly, other than that, it's got my um what's what's the thing called when it gets your code down and it starts throwing stuff on your feed based off what you've watched.
Oh yeah, your content. Uh, uh, uh,
Oh, I
uh,
got you in a bind
uh.
now too. You know what I'm
Oh,
talking about?
it's
Like
yeah, it's
it's
Pachow!
got all my data.
It's
Come on, you got this. You got to help me,
it's
man. Whoever thinks of it throughout the rest of the episode, if they can't get it right now, has to just scream it.
yeah. I mean, you have to.
So it's
Well,
getting all my intel, and now
yeah,
all I do is watch cops pull people over and see how it goes.
yeah, they're eating your cookies, dude. There's also a niche group on Facebook for anything.
Oh God, yeah.
You'd be like trans buck hunters of Northwest Maine, and then like straight up, and then
That was really specific.
that was pretty good
man.
off the top.
Yeah,
No, I only run a
off the
couple
top.
pages. That is
Yeah.
maybe one of them.
Hey, whatever, man.
Yeah, if you want
Do your
to invite,
do
just
your
let
thing.
me
Drink a Bud Light.
know.
Well,
Those-
do you have anything else you want to say? I mean, we do a quick PGA recap and then get to the draft.
yeah, I don't have a ton to say about the PGA. I know
Me
I put
either.
it on
You
there.
put it on the list.
I know. I just like shout out Brooks. It's good to see him actually win a major after almost winning the Masters and then choking that away.
Yeah.
Seems like he's fully back. It's crazy the stat that I saw where his percentages of majors, where he finishes wins top 3, top 5, top 10, top 25 or something, is almost as good as Tiger's.
Yeah.
Tiger won a lot of the other tournaments as well, non-majors, which Brooks
Mhm.
doesn't do as much, but
Yeah.
Brooks shows up for majors, and then
Yeah, dude. As soon as he got his body right, I could be making something up, but I don't think I am. I think that he kind of, beat around the bush, maybe not even publicly, about possibly getting out of his live deal because he's
Yeah.
playing well again. Because I did hear him say that if he was healthy, the decision might have been different to go
Yeah,
to
it would
live
have been a lot harder.
which him saying that is probably saying I just definitely wouldn't have done it, because I think he was in such a bad spot, and because you see it in full swing, he's like fucked up mentally,
Oh yeah,
and he wasn't winning and wasn't making money, so he's just like, I'm gonna go get 100 mil guaranteed for 4 years.
Now he's doing nose heaters at the Florida Panthers game.
Dude. Just locked in.
Like, you gotta wear some shades inside, dude. You can't be looking like that.
Because, like I told you before, he's got crazy eyes, but that was on a different level.
That dude was dialed into the game.
Yeah, he was. He's like, you guys fucking love hockey as much as I love hockey right now.
Good shit.
Yeah,
and then I guess the only other thing worth mentioning is Michael Block, dude.
Yeah, dude. I saw that. So he's basically just like a tour pro, but he's not a professional golfer, and he balled out and got a hole in one. He's golfing with Rory McIlroy, and I saw that he got and he competed. He said that he's opened at least 2,000 text messages, and he's got 1,600 more to go. And he said one of them is from Michael Jordan, but he hasn't found it yet. He's just
gotta find it.
Yeah. It's so cool though.
It is very cool. Celtics are already down 3, in case you care. I can't believe I fucking checked that, dude.
Yeah. Well, let's just get to the draft, and then we'll skip.
I'm not watching it, dude.
You're gonna end up peeking.
I'm gonna peek. I'm gonna do a little something to it.
You're gonna do a little. Oh, I forgot to mention. Sorry, that looks like I am in a little sex dungeon right now.
It's just the lights.
I am. Yeah. This is what it typically looks like down here. You guys should see what's on my walls right here. It's crazy.
I'm just finishing off a couple of my draft things.
Don't worry, dude. I'm just finishing off.
I was done like 17, 18 seconds ago.
We almost timed that up.
Yeah, I started around, 2, 3 p.m.?
Burning up a little bit.
Yeah. So we didn't draft. That Guardians was the comeback up, so we haven't drafted in like a month.
It's been like a month, yeah, because life happened, and we missed some time, and then we had to talk about the Guardians, so go check that episode out after or before you check this one out. Actually, go listen to all 15
in a row.
Yeah,
you won't want to kill yourself. I promise. If you make it through.
Yeah. We're gonna draft cereal this time. I think it's
Yep.
even if you don't eat cereal now, because I don't eat a ton now. When I do have a bowl of cereal, it's fucking nice.
It's game over.
Yeah. So I think.
Oh, my thing fell over. That scared the band Jeepers out of me. I'm writing. I'll take it in a second. Watch this.
What are you writing? Oh no, that's gonna be the most replayed part of our video.
Yeah, seeing ugly that close ain't good for your eyes.
Oh,
he's got the ugly.
No, your breath just smells.
My breasts.
All right, who's going first? Cereal draft. This should strike a chord with everyone, even if you don't eat cereal now. You probably did at one point, right? Come on. I'm sorry. I was just telling Honor that I rock Rory to sleep about 7:50. Well, I don't put her to sleep. I rock her for a little bit, make sure she's comfortable. Then I put her down in her crib. And half the time, like this time, I fall asleep in the rocking chair too. And so I had to give it a second to get my creative juices flowing again, because I fell asleep with my baby in my arms, and when I woke up, she was just staring at me. Like, you're not supposed to be the one sleeping, bitch.
Bitch.
Right,
I just gotta make sure.
Bitch was her first word.
You have to just I almost missed a goated cereal because when I'm thinking them all off the top of my head. Drake, you know what? You can go first because I wasn't as ready as I should have been.
Goodness. All right, I'll go first. I think I'm gonna go with a very safe pick. I don't necessarily know that it's my absolute favorite, but it's definitely one I think that most people like, and it's just Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, great, great cereal. I like how
Because
Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk is like top one.
yes, that and another cereal are the best milks.
um, Before
Best
I say
milks.
mine, I was just looking at cereals to make sure I got all mine. And this cereal off Amazon, it's called Poop Like a Champion.
Is it a fiber cereal?
Yeah, ultra fiber cereal.
Need that. Need that.
Ew, dude, this list is atrocious. Is that really the number one for some people? All right. My number one overall, or my number one first round pick, I'm going Frosted Flakes. I love Frosted Flakes.
So there's some cereals that I really like that I don't eat all the time, and I'm thinking more when I did this, not necessarily what I would eat right now, but what I ate the most back when I would do it. Because I'm
Yeah.
sure I would have some of these cereals that I'm gonna list. Maybe now I'd be like, that was a little too much, but I'm not. Actually, I have a sweet tooth, so that's probably not
Yeah.
true.
So I like Frosted Flakes because the milk's good and it's good if it gets soggy. Soggy Frosted Flakes is still really fucking good.
Dude, I like everything when it gets soggy, and not a lot of
You're
people are like
sick.
that. Dude, I was such a freaking animal when I was a kid. I would do Frosted Flakes and throw like tablespoons on tablespoons of sugar on it. It was like if I wasn't eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch with extra cinnamon, I was putting fucking mounds of
Insane.
sugar on my Frosted Flakes. Okay, that's a good pick. I'm gonna go. My number 2 is gonna be Captain Crunch.
Oh, Captain Crunch is so
That's
fucking
that's
good.
like straight sugar as well.
Yeah.
So I don't have to put sugar on it, but I would.
Oh, I would put sugar on Captain Crunch.
And chocolate syrup.
Fuck. My number 2 pick, I'm gonna have to go. Oh, it's between two. I'm gonna go Lucky Charms.
It's a good one too. I
Yeah,
sometimes as a kid though, I would just get I'd be like, man, I just only want to eat the marshmallows.
I feel that, and I know they sell like the only marshmallows and stuff
Mm-hmm.
now, but I think the having the things were still good. The little
Yeah.
sweet flake things, and they're
Mm-hmm.
crunchy. So I like the switch up of texture and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm always a fan of just OG Lucky Charms.
No, I agree. Sometimes though, when you bite down on those little hard
I
marshmallows,
know it
it's like
feels weird,
styrofoam.
dude.
It's
I
like,
know. I feel
Yeah.
you there.
It's insane. Okay. I'm gonna pick one here. It's got a very similar quality to the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm just laughing at myself because looking at how I wrote it, it's not actually the name of the cereal. I'm gonna pick Cocoa Pebbles, but I wrote down Chocolate Pebbles. So that's just the other one that I was talking about, dude. You're just drinking chocolate milk after, and it's
Yeah.
delicious.
No, that's really good. All right, I'm really glad you didn't take my other one. I thought you might. Fruit Loops, my
Yeah.
third round pick. I love me some Fruit Loops, dude. Fruit.
You turning. You were from Louisiana. Ooh, I loves me some Fruit Loops.
What you mean?
Oh, no.
Can you do that?
No.
Am I allowed to do that anymore?
Dude, you can literally do whatever you want.
True, that's what I'm saying.
I thought that you sounded more like you were like a Southern woman. Ooh, I was gonna get some of them Fruit Loops. Oh, darling.
I'm different. I'm different.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
You little Fruit Loop, I love you.
Oh no. And you picked it on Fruit Loop. And you said it like that on Fruit Loop. You said it like that on Fruit Loop and did the whole thing.
What are you talking about, dude? Like, what do you mean you said it on Fruit Loop?
I didn't mean you said it on Fruit Loop. Well, you said what you said, how you said it when you picked Fruit Loops, and I'm just coming
Like
together.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You buck hunter.
You're just saying Do dirty stuff
Do dirt. All right, so I'm gonna
with
pick
guys.
a all the way out of like 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
I am going to pick one that I do eat currently because I need all the fiber I can get. Um, shredded frosted mini wheats.
Oh, dude, I didn't even think you were gonna say that. I don't even. Fuck fiber. I had that on my list because I love those. Have you had the strawberry ones?
No,
Oh, dude, you gotta have the strawberry ones.
dude. Well, so quick tangent, and this is I don't think it's embarrassing, but it's just really funny doctor story. I thought my heart was hurting like 2 years ago really bad. And like it was my heart and my arm and my shoulder. And I'm like, this is obviously I got angina or something, right?
Yeah.
So I go in and they do x-rays. And so you see on the x-rays, there's all, I was like, what is that? He's like, those are gas bubbles. Like you need to increase your fiber intake. And I was like, oh, okay. So I point a little bit lower. I say, what's this right here? And he goes, oh, that's backed up stool. I just had shit locked and loaded that you could see in my x-ray, dude. There was just a bunch of shit.
That's disgusting.
And to him, it's just, it's probably super normal. And it was just like, oh, yeah, dude, that's
just a bunch of fucking
that's
shit.
dookie. And I immediately, I'm just like embarrassed. I'm like, oh my God, this guy sees shit in my x-ray.
That guy just went in your guts and all he got was shit.
He's like, yeah, that's stool. And I was like, oh. All right. I was like, whatever. I'll eat the mini wheats.
All right. Okay. So that was your fourth pick.
Mm-hmm.
My fourth pick is Rice Krispies.
Okay.
One I used to, a little snap, crackle, pop to make you hard. And I would just absolutely load up Rice Krispies, dump the milk in, and then just pile drive it with sugar.
Okay.
I want like half sugar, half Rice Krispie.
I was hoping that's what you were going to say. Like, it's
like, you thought I was going to like fuck the shit out of that cereal?
Yeah.
I will, dude.
Something about crack popple rock. I'm having dude, I'm having a stroke. What is it? Crack popple.
Buddy went to Plymouth Rock over here.
What is it called? Crap popple rock?
Dude, I told you, it's Bap Snapple Lock.
No. Dude, I'm seriously struggling right now. What is it? Snap
crackle pop.
Snap crackle pop. Wow. What I was trying to say is, I don't know. You said it gets you hard.
And I didn't know that was going to turn your brain upside down inside out. Dude, you need to figure it out.
Mm-hmm. I'm being a little loud.
I said this in our group chat today, and I just want to interject. I just want to call out the IRS for in December sending me a notice saying I owed them $16,000. And then they just resend them my W-2s and stuff. And I did, and then they responded 6 or 5 months later today and sent me a check for $660.
Yeah, they're like, damn, this person's actually paying attention. Also, people just don't have $16,000.
Yeah, I was like, oh, they're trying to ruin my life. Like,
you're gonna have to take out a loan.
Well, like, dude, it was like with interest and stuff. They were like, this is not a bill. But then they're like, interest are being accrued to all this. I was like, dude, I'm gonna send you this form, and I thought they'd get back to me, like pretty quickly, at least within 2 months or something. Like, give them some time. And then I was like, okay, is it dead, or do I just have to like wait and think I'm about to get blindsided? And then so they sent me a big old packet today, and my heart dropped when I took it out of the mailbox. I was like, shit. So we'll see what happens. And I go upstairs and I open it up, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, which is incredible. You get money.
Yeah,
they're trying to fuck you though.
It was double cool.
It's like what is this system then? What the hell is that? Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your fifth favorite cereal?
My fifth pick. This is gonna be a throwback. I don't know. So I already got a Pebble in there, so I'm not picking that. I don't know how popular this is, but it's an amazing cereal, and I found it. Or my sister found it for me after not seeing it for like 10 years. But Waffle Crisp.
Is that really good?
Yeah,
So I saw that. I've been seeing actually the last two times I've been in the grocery store. So I always go in the cereal aisle, and I pick usually just go on whatever on sale, like combined with what I like.
yeah.
And Waffle Crisp, I always see it because if there's no cereals on sale, Waffle
Hmm.
Crisp is still kind of cheap.
Give it a
And
shot, dude. I had
I'm
it
gonna.
so much
I mean, I
as a
love
kid.
waffles.
Yeah, Sarah never had it until like a month ago when my sister found it. I don't know if it wasn't as popular around here, so it's hard to find now in a lot of spots, and obviously people in Boston be fucking eat oh.
Yeah, we
Um,
fuck
give it
waffles.
a shot. So yeah, waffle crisp is my number five. If it was like a personal thing, I was gonna pick it higher, but I was almost positive that I could get it later.
You broke up for me. What cereal did you say? What you were gonna pick?
Oh no, waffle
Oh,
crisp.
you said you were gonna pick it earlier, but you knew I wouldn't pick it, so you picked it
I
later.
was pretty confident that you wouldn't pick it. So
Yeah,
yeah, fell number
good
five.
call. All right, so number five, I still have a couple options in there. Actually, oh, I'm tempted to kind of do a U and pick one that I really like, but I don't know if everyone else is really gonna like. I'm gonna do that just because I want to be me. I love corn pops, dude.
Is that like Honey Smacks?
Yeah,
Dude,
they're like just like
so
Honey Smacks. Like
if you didn't say that, that was gonna be um like one of my honorable mentions because I think I love those. And then your pee smells like it later.
all right, dude. No,
What
I
what?
didn't.
You never noticed that?
No, are you being faux real?
Yeah, it's like coffee.
Faux real?
When you drink coffee and pee, it
No, it's
smells
like
like it.
asparagus, dude.
Okay, well, there's more than one food because Honey Smacks and coffee and asparagus. Smell it
All
next
right,
time. Get
I
waffle
usually
crisp and
do. I'll just get
what
closer.
do you call them? Corn pops?
Yeah, I think they're called corn pops. Let
Well, I
me.
know
There,
there's like
it's a because
multiple
it's a
brands.
yellow box.
Oh, well, Honey Smacks has a little frog on it, and then I think the corn pops might have a bear. Oh, that's just pops. Is that the same? I don't think we're thinking of the same thing.
Well, it says corn right above the pops.
Look up Honey Smacks. We're
I know.
thinking different.
Yeah,
Like,
they're similar but
are they?
different.
Okay, I
There's
haven't
semi.
had. So I think it's just pops, right? Or is it actually corn pops?
It says little corn word and then pops.
Popping, think of popping each other's assholes.
Do that thing, pop money,
So
make it roll.
a couple of my honorable mentions: Fruity Pebbles, Reese's Puffs. I can't believe neither of those got picked.
I know
But then
Reese's Puffs just stuck out there.
Apple Jacks and Apple.
Oh, I knew I forgot one, dude. Apple Jacks would have so made my list. I fucking
Yeah,
love
that
Apple
and
Jacks.
Apple Cheerios are both really good. I used to
Oh,
love those Apple Jacks commercials. That little fucking cinnamon that was
oh,
getting away from that stupid apple.
yeah, they were fucking in the back for sure.
Yeah, putting his
Maybe
cinnamon.
not, but
Yeah.
tasty Winnemon.
Yeah. The apple was always like.
I feel like you're the apple, dude, and I'm tasty Winnemon. That guy definitely was,
Yeah.
easy enough.
Well, episode 15
Yeah,
down
we'll have to take that.
down
Dude,
the
it's
hatch.
38 minutes. We're actually going to keep this under 40 minutes.
Yeah, that was really good. I feel like we
Now, just real quick, I just want to dance for like 3 to 4 minutes if you just want to rate my moves.
go 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
We should both learn the Napoleon Dynamite dance and I'm hit record and we'll just do that thing. Nothing left for me to do, just dance. All these bad times I'm going through, just dance. Got candy in my ears tonight, baby. Is there anything you want to say before we get off?
when I was about 7, I got a lifesaver stuck in my throat, and it was so scary, but I could still breathe.
Okay. When I was in first grade, I snorted a bead up my nose and I went to the nurse's office and I literally thought I was going to die. It was one of those curious moments where I literally, like, we were doing something, making bracelets or something. There was this little blue bead, dude. And I went down and I went, and when I sniffed, it actually went up there. And I'll never forget the feeling of literally going, I could feel the bead just shoot out back and into the back of my throat. And I swallowed that shit. Oh. I must have pooped out a bead, but dude, I thought I was going to die. Dude, I was like, I went to the nurse office crying. shit got real.
Hey, and that's why having a kid's terrifying because people are fucking stupid.
Yeah, like if I'm snorting beads, what's my kid gonna do? Like,
Exactly. I got a crayon stuck up my nose, so we'll see.
crayon?
Right now. Crayon. Do you say crayon?
Do you eat crayons? What's your favorite flavor?
Oh, red ones are the
Oh my
best.
god, it went over 40 minutes.
We're going to have to cut someone's head off.
Yeah, we'll just cut this episode. We'll try again next week.
All right, let's go Celtics.
Oh.